I'm gonna make a smoked venison shank stew. Okay, so we got butter, olive oil, onions and garlic, sweet potatoes, parsnips, and carrots. Beef stock, we like to use organic. We got salt, some Malbec that we use during the braising, black pepper, tomato paste, which we'll kind of make a roux with, and then we've got our our venison shank, which we smoked last night, and then we got our poultry seasoning, which is thyme, rosemary, and sage.
Okay, so adding about 2 tablespoons of butter to a hot slow cooker, then adding some tomato paste, about 2 tablespoons as well. Okay, and now some kosher salt. Put about 2 teaspoons in there just to start. I like to use my fingers. And now some black pepper, put a little bit in there as well. I like to give it a little shake, maybe about a teaspoon. And mix it all up. You can see it's kind of bubbling there around the sides. It gets a little hotter on my slow cooker on the sides than it does the bottom, so I try to kind of splash it up there and heat the butter a little bit more. And in with the onion. It's 1 full vadalia onion and about 6 big cloves of garlic. We're big garlic fans, so fill that in, and then we let it cook down for about 20 minutes before we add in the shake. So I just kind of sliced it off the bone. Once we had smoked it the night before, let it cool in the fridge, sliced it off the bone this morning, and then added it here. And here are the veggies. We've got a full sweet potato, 2 big parsnips, a bunch of carrots, and some celery. A full box of beef stock. I like to use organic. And then we use a Malbec. So we put the whole bottle of Malbec in there. I think you could probably use less, but big sprig of rosemary. I like to kind of smush them up. There's a second one. I like to smush them around, get the oil sort of available. And then 2 sprigs of thyme. I pull those leaves off. If you start at the top and then pull them down, they come off really quick. And I don't mind. You can't really get a texture from them when you're eating. It doesn't really bother you. And then I have a couple sprigs of sage, which I will crumple up as well and throw in there. And again, all that does is just kind of allow the oils to a little bit be expressed a little bit better, and the flavor comes through a little stronger. And then I mix them down into the stew so that way it's a little bit more consistent throughout. And it's just pop the top on. In my case, mine locks down kind of nicely, so I'll lock it down. And then I leave it on high for a couple hours, and it's like this a few hours later when it's fork tender. Well, here it is, trying it. Always very good. We hope you like it, and let us know what you think.